Lee here on the mic, and my good man Hayden O'Toole here to my right will be looking after the footage. Great day here, 19 degrees at the moment, and the match has just kicked off between the Ponies and our win friends out of Marison Pats. Hi Annie. I'll just take you through the lineups while I have the opportunity. So we'll start with our visitors from Marison Pats. In the front row we have Melika Awilua, Trisha Kalolo Apolinario, and Jane Bice in that hooker. Second row, Jessica Forbes, Jean Solia Gibb, and a loose forward trio of Caitlin Peachy, Jada Tumu, Pina Eni. Their backline, Ana Fue at number 9. Number 10 is Tina Va'ua Hamlin. On the wings, Chastity Maxwell, Kolora Lomani. A midfield of Moana Solia, Monica Tangwai. And at the back is Shane Copeland. MSP bench, we have Litia Ito, Paige Ayono, Tia Wright, Para Murray, and they've got 3 players which are to be announced. Just as we go back to the match at the moment, referee today is Ian Lang, and currently has some advantage played for MSP as they set themselves up 25 out in front of the post. No advantage here, so referee Lang has called them back. MSP will have a penalty about 32, 33 metres out in front. Not much wind today. If there is any wind, it's going to be in favour of MSP. Straight away, they've made their intentions clear. They're going to scrum midfield and look to go either side. Some real threats in their backline. Definitely, obviously, Moana Solia and Monica Tangwai will be 2 players to watch. We'll have a look at our plenty lineup for the Ponies. Front row of Angelica Wila Alasopa. Hookers Alicia Print. Second row of Hope Sa'u, Lucy Cochran. And a back 3 of Ariana Ransom, Hope Hakopa, Lavinia Leo. Our backline, La Winitana at number 9. Welcome back to Siedulu at number 10. On the wings, the youngsters, Uheina Molia Tatafu, Tara Campbell. Midfield of Malia Eforemo Leafe. And Marire Barnett Puketapu, and at the back is Bailey Tamaipi. Bench for the Ponies today, Rio Viana Taulialo, Leo Wheeler, Lawina Masoe, Kiri Bronbeck, Marianne Collins, Ferretti, and 1 player to be confirmed, which hopefully we'll be able to let you know who that will be as soon as we can. Great day today here at the Rec. As most of you will know, all our home teams, or all our club teams are at home today. The Ponies open the account for the day, and then we'll have our Colts, our Prem Reserve, both Prem Reserve teams. Big scrum from Tony here, and they awarded the penalty. Great work there from the front row. Alice Soper all over it, beating the chest. She loves it, loves a scrum. And interesting call from Angel Wheeler. She's elected to go for the scrum. So straight away some dominance for the Ponies. And they'll look to play off the back of this. So what was a attacking scrum for MSP is now Ponies ball. And the backline is split evenly left and right. Options to go either to Sieni on the left or Bailey on the right. As I was saying earlier, 19 degrees at the moment. 20% chance of rain. Wind is moving at 14 k's an hour. Precipitation of 3.3 millimetres. Another advantage here for Petone, and a quick tap taken by Winitana. She'll take that up the guts. Not many committing to the ruck there. They go left. Ball here is with looks like Lucy Cochran. She carries the ball into contact almost at the halfway line. Winitana looking to feed Bailey Tamopi there at number 10. Here's Angel Wheeler taking the ball up the guts. A couple committed to the tackle. Shifts the ball to Alicia Print by the looks of it, I think. And she'll take the ball up to almost halfway. Winitana looking to feed, coming to the blind. We've got Tamaipi there. No, they go the other way to Haukupa. Here's Big Lavinia. He's come back to the club after a year at Parramatta Plymoughton. Great to see Lavinia back. Winitana goes blind again. They look to get the ball out to, I think that's Uheina on the left wing. and the Ponies forwards infringing there a bit too keen there at the breakdown. Quick tap there by looks like Kolora Lomani. Quick tap there from MSP. That's what you love about women's rugby. Not really looking to focus on the set piece, but just try and run the ball at every opportunity. Here's an opportunity here. If they can come out to the left. Fullback there is Shane Copeland. She takes the ball almost up to the 22, feeds the ball to Monica Tangawai, and the Blackfern will look to crash over there. And the first try opening the scoring today is Monica Tangawai, the Blackfern midfielder, and also the MSP centre. And it's 5-0 to MSP. I'll just go to my man Heck here. He's had a chance to get things together. I think you were we've been under the pump there, Heck, earlier, but things are back in order, are they?
Yeah, but frantic early. You know how it is with digital media these days. I struggle for power, then I struggle connection. I've got a bit of ropey connection from my cell phone at the moment, but I think we're doing all right. Yeah, the Ponies found wanting there on the right edge. That Shane Copeland's exciting is an awesome try. They've gone all of 70 metres there. Ponies won't be happy with that. A real stop-start affair. Ref's he's pretty trigger happy.
Yeah, Ian Lang, the official today, comes with a wee bit of a reputation, but hopefully he'll be able to park that at the door and let the game flow. Let the girls play. But yeah, great to see Heck a wee bit more reserved now. He had some steam coming out the ears earlier, but everything's good to go. We're up and running. The goal kick missed there by Copeland. The young fullback has set up the try. MSP women renowned for their sevens program over the last few years, and great that Copeland and Tangawai were able to show their wares there on that try. So set up by Copeland from the back, a weaving run, and Tangawai crashed over for the try. So the score now, we're 7.5 minutes into the first half, and the score is currently MSP 5, the Ponies 0. Tamapi has the ball on halfway, and hopefully we'll be able to put up a kick that the girls can compete for. Great crowd here, really. Fair few scattered at the other end of the ground, and there's a fair few here in the stand already, parked up for a lot of footy today. That ball looks to be taken by, looks like Jean Solia Gibb. She takes the ball into contact. I think she's fed the ball there to Jane Bryce. 35 metres out from their own line, and Lang awards MSP the penalty. Ana Fui looks like an interesting prospect there at number 9. She will look to tap all day. So they swing right here to Lucy Prop Melika Walua. Melika carrying up a great defence here from the Ponies. Not much ground made. She made about 30 metres across field. Here they go. Look to Tangawai, definitely looking like a threat. That ball looks to be knocked on. Picked up by, is that Tara? I'll need to confirm if that's Tara Campbell that carried the ball there, but Petone are on attack now. 2 metres up from the MSP line. Angel Wheeler there sealing off the ruck there. Winitana will look to get the ball wide to Ariana Ransom, who looks to feed to Hope Sa'u, and out to Lavinia Lea. Lavinia again just committing 3, 4, 5 defenders. Ball turned over. MSP will look to swing the ball wide. Chip here from Lomani, who looks a threat from the back, or from the wing anyway. She hasn't been able to regain that ball. Soper picks up the ball, flicks a lazy pass out to Tim Mapey, but she's got players on her right. She'll kick ahead. Tara Campbell again looking to take that on the door. Unlucky there for Tara. Knocks the ball on. And a knock on there. I think it was first infringement from Petone. Apologies to our viewers and our listeners out there. Debut commentary here for me, so apologies for any faux pas and for any loose commentary today. But we'll give it a go and see how we get on. Great day here at Petone Rec. We'll look out to my left. I know Dwayne's on the kiosk trying to get that up and running. I think he was caught off guard, didn't realise that it was an early game today, so he's going to try and get that rice up and running. He's got some chop suey good to go and some potato salad and some lolly cake. And there's also the merch tent there where Benny Martin is coordinating that, and hopefully we get some beanies, scarves, caps and the like sold today. Great scrum from Petone. Ian Lang looked to be standing on the wrong side there. Angel Wheeler has the number of her opponent there on the left-hand side of that scrum there. So Lang's moved to the other side. The Ponies looking to obviously strike off a dominant scrum at the moment. And Lang's going to call on the captains now to have a word. This is probably the strongest lineup the Ponies have been able to field so far this year. Tough start for both these teams early this year. Both went down to the juggernauts that are Norths and Auries. So both teams coming in looking for their first results or positive results of the season. So Lang said a word to Angel Wheeler and also Shane Copeland. She'll come back and feed that message through to her players. So Petone, as I was saying earlier, will look to strike off a scrum here, about 25 out. Sieni Ululu's there at first 5. So Sieni Moss in a previous life, married over the off season and had baby as well. Great to see her back. And then we look out towards the middle of the field there as well. Outside Sieni is Malia at 12. Marire, apology if I've mispronounced that. Marire at centre. Further out, we've got Uhaina on the left wing, Tara's here on the right wing, and at the back, we've got Bailey Temepi, who's been running the cutter first couple of games, but now moves to a more familiar and more recognised position of fullback. So that Petone knock on looks like we've gone to Golden Oldie scrums. Might need to confirm that. But here's Tangawai, back ball there to number 10, Tina Va'ua Hamlin. They'll look to get it out to Lomani out on the right wing. Fijian flyer. She's got that suited player, and they won't stop her from here. Team 25 out. Kolora Lomani out of the Norths Club previous years. Has now found a home out at Evans Bay, and she'll pick up her first 5-pointer, the second try for MSP. And after 12 minutes, they've gone up 10-0. Heck, what were your thoughts there? They seem to have a stage at the moment. We seem to have dominance up front, but I think once that ball gets wide, Tangawai being able to field her wingers, they look like a threat out on the edge.
Yeah, I'm loving MSP's intent to go wide, and it's paying off for them. I'm a bit confused as to why we've gone to Golden Oldie scrums so early. Petone seemed to have a pretty dominant scrum, which is now nullified. But yeah, MSP, awesome, taking taps in their half and looking to attack from everywhere.
Thanks, Ep. It is a major concern if the scrums have gone to Golden Oldies. MSP look to be fielding their starting front row. I haven't seen any new players come on, but they have front row reserves on the bench. But we'll wait and see what the call is if the scrums have indeed gone to Golden Oldies, which I would be shocked if they have. Looks like our former Blackfern Charlene Gubb there running the water, if I stand correct. We'll confirm that later, but great to see our former Blackferns giving back to the game, especially the club footy. That kick has missed again. None from 2 for the MSP kicker, but that's 2 tries for MSP, and they're currently up 10-0 after 13 and a half minutes. There's no reason for that. I just put them out. I thought it was 18.
Yeah, no, so Sentence has got 16 as well as Taylor.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, no, not yet.
So that's just a mistake.
Oh, okay, it was my career. But all the jets, I've got the 2 speed heaters in my car if you need it.
Where is the other way? Where's the alien? Oh, sorry, I was going to do it afterwards.
So play's resumed. We've got a scrum here, so we're going to have a quick look to see what happens here if the scrum is contested or if it is indeed Golden Oldies. Here's Jackie Patea, another Blackfern who's currently on the bench for the Ponies today. I think she was due back in a week or 2, but she's actually back today, so great to see her here. And hopefully we'll see Jacks run out at some stage during this match. Let's have a look at the scrum. They are, in fact, Golden Oldie scrums, which I honestly I don't know what's going on. Inside ball here to Uhina Moala Tatafu. She'll play the ball. She's lost the ball. She took a head knock there. I hope she's okay. But they'll check on Uhina. Youngster in her first season of senior footy. We hope Uhina's all right. They're looking at the leg, but I'm fairly certain her head hit the ground pretty hard in that contact, post-contact anyway. So hopefully young Uhina's all right. As I alluded to earlier, this is the first match of the day. And then we'll see a whole stream of games at the one time, 3 kicking off at 1 p.m. And one match kicking off at 12:30. So that early match at 12:30 will be our Premier Reserve white team. And they take on Upper Hutt Rams' Premier Reserve team. That's on the number 4 in that's the field there across at the back. Sorry, I'm just having a look to my right here. Matt Collins, the return is up and stretching. She's probably going to get on the field there a wee bit earlier than she probably initially thought. But wow, what a weapon to bring on and add the resource here of the Ponies. It looks like Ohana might be struggling there with both a knee and a head injury, so she'll come off to be assessed, which is a good thing. And Matt Collins here, just about to don the jersey there, number 18. And we'll run on, and I'm assuming we'll take her place in the midfield, and I'm assuming one of our midfielders, Malia or Marire, will move out to the left wing. So Mac will bring a lot of experience, a lot of energy, a lot of physicality, a lot of leadership, a lot of voice. She ticks all the boxes. So welcome back, Marianne Collins. MSP looking there to hopefully try and secure that ball there off the back of that scrum. And they've won the penalty there. Ian Lang, we're happy, but that's all right. We'll let him do his thing. Bit of off the ball there. Ariana Ransom. Ariana brings a bit of intimidation to the pack, which is great to see, and we need that. And good on you, Ari. But yeah, some pleasantries there exchanged 40 metres out from the MSP line. Ian Lang, as I alluded to earlier, has given MSP a penalty. I'm sure they'll tap and go here. They've done that so far in the first 16 and a half minutes. He's going to have another conversation here with Shane and Angel, and also the players who were swinging handbags earlier. Hopefully they'll get that out of the system and play rugby. So I was saying earlier, Petone Reserve White will play Upper Hutt on the far field there, number 4, to kick off at 12:30. We'll also have a couple of other matches kicking off at 1. After this match, the Colts will host Tawa on the number 1, and our Premier Reserve Blue team will kick off their match on the number 2, where they host MSP. MSP have called the scrum here, which is interesting. Obviously, we saw up until the game, or the scrums went to Golden Oldies, that they were tapping quickly, but obviously with no contest here in the scrums, which I'm still scratching my head about. It'll be a quick fed here, and they'll play. But we'll try and get some word on as to why these scrums have gone to Golden Oldies. You know, the ball goes out there, out of the hands of Suli and out to Tangawai. She'll look to get the ball wide. She's got the ball wide here out to the left wing. Chastity Maxwell back inside to Tangawai, taken there by Hope Hakopa. And joining in there was Matt Collins, who'll look to try and steal the ball there. MSP should have the ball here. Halfback Anafuete will look to get that out to Va'ua Hamlin at number 10 there. She feeds one of her loose forwards there. Ball is stripped. Advantage here, Petone. Wheeler gets the ball out to Matt Collins. First carry for Matt Collins in a Villager jersey in about 15 years. Great to see that. Ball comes back here. Winiata will have options out to the left here. She goes to, looks like Alicia Print. Here's Kimba Suttle. Hope Suttle will look to run 20 metres out, and she'll crash over. First try for the Ponies. Hope Suttle Great try there for the diminutive lock there. Subtle, great try, carried the ball. Ball was turned over there, and the Ponies have got some great runners. Obviously, Matt Collins there is all of a sudden just that vibe and that spirit on the Ponies is picked up with the introduction of Collins. And Subtle from 22, 23 metres out. They weren't going to stop her. She had some great toe there for a lock forward, but great to see her crash over. She goes over under the post. Conversion will be taken here without a tee. What's going on? Eames, where's the tee? No, won't need the tee. Conversion goes over from Sienu Lulu. And the score now is MSP 10, Petone Ponies 7. And we're almost halfway through the first half. Crowd here slowly starting to build. It was great to see. What a great day here at the village. And I'm sure as the day goes on, we should have a decent old crowd here to see both the Colts kick off at 1 and then our Premier team kick off at 2:45 today, hosting the Wellington X-Men in their 151st year. Big game at 2:45, playing for the Air New Zealand trophy, which you might be able to see there on a plinth, just there almost on halfway on this side of the field. There's an injury at the moment currently to one of the MSP players. It looks like number 4, Jessica Forbes. Looks to be getting an ankle strapped. And meanwhile, the other 29 players will just chill out and wait for the strapping to be done. Ian Lang heading towards halfway. He looks like he's going to get the game, resume the game. So some great footy in the first 20 minutes of this match. We've seen 3 tries, 2 to MSP and 1 to the Ponies. And currently 10-7. That tape doesn't really look to have done too much work there for young Pina Eni, the young number 8, but we'll see how she gets on. Hopefully she'll be able to shake that off and get through the rest of the half. So kick off here, Shane Copeland. And it looks like she'll be kicking to the far side of the field where Angel Wheeler and Lucy Cochran may come into play here. Oh no, she'll come to this side, sorry. Hope Pakopa will look to take that on the full and she'll look to carry that into contact. She's taken in a tackle there about 35 out from her line. From the side there surely, but we'll play on. Tara Campbell gets the ball out. Sieni will kick and that's out on the full unfortunately. And it'll be MSP line out 30 metres out from the Petone line. Great work there from MSP. Good to see some real robust work going in there at the contact at the ruck. And the pressure was on Sieni there, who unfortunately kicked the ball into touch. MSP on attack here. Jane Bryce has the ball at hooker there. And Jean Solia-Gibb, absolute money ball there at the front. But the turnover there was won by, I think, Alicia Print. Hope Kima Sa'u, the try scorer there. She'll be buoyed by that try a couple of minutes ago. Here's Timepi. I think we'll look to kick the ball out on the wing there. It may bounce in favour of Tara Campbell. No. I think that's Malia who's moved out to the left wing. Tara Campbell still on this side of the field on the right wing. So that ball went into touch. MSP will get the feed to this line out, 45 metres out. Or I guess 5 metres inside their half. Jean Solia-Gibbs looks to be pretty solid there at number 2. So I think they do go to her again. Not straight, unfortunately there. Jane Bryce playing at hooker was a former back, also played fullback, and great to see her transition into the front row. Great with the ball in hand, and looks to be really flourishing there in the middle of the front row there. So Petone ball here, 5 metres inside the MSP half, out on the far side of the field. Ball is fed here. We will try and get some information around why the scrums have gone to Golden Oldies. Taking that away from the game is a real shame. Great carry here. It looks like Barnett Pukatapu there is taking the ball into contact. Good call there from Tamapi, who kicks the ball wide. Tara to get the bounce. She does get the bounce into contact there. Great tackle there from both Copeland and Maxwell, and Petone get the penalty here. I'm not sure what the story was there, but MSP have infringed. We'll see what they do here. Looks like Ulu will look to kick the touch. Obviously, with these scrums being uncontested, they will be able to contest the line out. What a great kick, 5 metres out from the line. They'll look to secure the ball here and potentially look for a line out drive, because they do definitely look to have an advantage up front anyway. So if they've had that scrum advantage taken away, they can hopefully use a more here 5 metres out from the line. We'll see how we go. So bit of pressure here on Alicia Print to make sure she gets this ball in nice and cleanly, and they'll look to either go to Cochrane or probably Hakupa at the back. They definitely do go to Hakupa at the back. That's a great ball there. Quick ball, and it looks like Winitana will crash over. Great try there. Hakupa and Winitana, great relationship off the field. They understand each other, and they transfer that onto the wreck here, and Winitana crashes over for the second try for the Ponies. Petone go up 12-10, 24 minutes into the first half. Thoughts there, Hick?
Oh, yeah, great set move from that line out. I mean, they held hope in the air that few seconds longer just to draw some MSP forwards in, and then as soon as you hit the ground, La was running that perfect line around the back. Will he offer Hingawe like is? But what a game, what a half. Ponies, they left the gate open early in that first half, but they've come right back. And they're looking good. Sini could make this 14-10. Handy lead going into... Oh, we've still got plenty of time to play in this first half. Ooh. That was a bit like my golf drive is. Just a vicious fade.
Yeah, an absolute shank there. Yeah, that's definitely remind me of Hack's drive on the number 1 there at Shandon, which ended on the 18th tee. But that's okay. We'll carry on. So yeah, great to see the woman here playing on the number 1. Women's footy, it's growing rapidly, not only here in Wellington but in the country, and great to see the game showcase here on the number 1 to kick off proceedings here at Old Timers Day. So yeah, that try scored by La Winitana. Unfortunately, the kick went wide by Sieni Ulu, but that's okay. Petone have taken the lead now for the first time in the match, 12-10. We're 25 minutes of the first half, and Shane Copeland will kick off again from halfway. It looks like Lucy Cochrane has had that bounce. It may go into touch. No, it's regained there by MSP. One of the MSP players taken off the ball there. Lang's let play go. Winitana will be at the back there. Will look to feed to Mapi, who's moved into first receiver. And gets the ball there. Looks like, who's that? Looks like Kimba Sa'u again. She's an absolute beast with the ball in hand. Matt Collins with that kicking game. All of her brothers thought they had a kicking game, but Marianne definitely has the kicking genes in the Collins family, and she's at the back there to receive the ball. I'd love to see her up the guts here. We'll see what Lang's seen something. Yeah, MSP were in front of the kicker there. And Lang had obviously screamed up some communications with the MSP ladies, decided not to adhere to. It's a good point you pick up there, Heck. I know Kane Hames isn't a fan of this as well. We saw that last night with Yesai Walker-Lewere, who was in front of the kicker. Had nothing to do. Ball was 60 metres downfield. Yesai was nowhere near the ball, but once again, it's just a wee bit too picky with that law, but that's all right. We'll let it play. Ulu finds touch. About 24 metres out from the MSP line. So the Ponies have definitely picked up their act after a pretty slow start. MSP cashing in out wide with a couple of tries. Ponies have scored 2 tries since, and are now up 12-10 and now on attack. Print will look to feed Cochrane there at number 2, Moneyball. They'll set the maul there, and they'll see if they can get this dominance that I spoke about earlier in the field, in the forwards there. Lavinia Lear comes off the side of the scrum, looking to carry. She actually tackled herself, but Petone will carry on the ball. Looks like to be carried ahead there by, I think, Ransom. Ball coming to the back here. Winitana Ulu screaming for the ball there, first receiver. But I think the forwards will just it'll just be they'll just pick up under the arm and just look to carry. Angel Wheeler, they're getting close. She's about a metre out. Alice Soper licking her lips. She looks like she wants a meat pie. No, she's carry there, and still a couple of metres out from the line, but Petone looking ominous here. Advantage here, penalty advantage. Ian Lang has once again picked up an infringement there by the MSP ladies. Quick tip here, it's gone to Lavinia Lear. They shouldn't stop her here, and Lavinia Lear, the best runner in that family, crashes over for Hirsch, first try of the game. So Winnie Tana's tries, along with Hope Suttle's try, will add to that. A try there by Lavinia Lear, the young number 8. Great to see her back after going AWOL in 2020, heading out to Ngati Tordomain and running out in the black, brown and yellow with Parramatta Plympton, but she definitely looks at home here in the saddle, and great to see Lavinia crash over there for a try. So the Ponies got up 17-10. Heck, any thoughts so far here? Ponies looking ominous here and look to have the upper hand at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, they've come back with a vengeance here. The ball carrying of Lavinia Leah and Hope Sull has been immense. They're taking 3 or 4 MSP defenders with them. Another fade on that attempted conversion, but Ponies up now, 17-10 lead and looking hot.
Thanks, Hexor Jim Dugan. So we're 28 and a half minutes into this match, about 11 and a half to play in this first half. Scores currently Petone Pony 17, MSP 10. So we're back to halfway here. We'll look to see Shane Copeland resume play from the halfway. She went left earlier. She's now looking right. But the Ponies are definitely on hand here and ready to take this kick wherever it goes. Here we go, where looks like Bailey Tomapi will look to take the ball. And she fed there to Alice Soper, the young tight head prop here for the Ponies. And I'm not sure what's happened there, but MSP have the penalty. Jane Bryce carries the ball into contact. Like I said, a former fullback, so she footwork. And looks like MSP have won another advantage, won another penalty. It might be not 10. So, the Ponies need that discipline to be picked up. Now I know that they're ahead, but they want to make sure that their standards don't drop in this last sort of 10 or so minutes of the first half. So MSP have caught a scrum here. No contest, so it'll be a feed and a win here. And they may look to work their way right, where they have the threats of obviously of Solia and Tangoai in the midfield there. There's another women's match on today. The top 2 teams at the moment, Norths and Oriental Rangatahi, clashing out at Jerry Collins Stadium at Portero Park. So I guess we'll wait with interest to find out how that match goes. But you would think the money would be on Auries, who've been racking up the points this year so far. MSP hot on attack here, 24 metres out. The ball goes there out to a look. It might be Kalolo Apolina Rio. And it's picked up there by Caitlin Peachy, who's fighting to hold on to that ball. Once again, Petone even Fridge. Angel Wheeler might need to have a word to her players there to so that they really get this discipline sorted and not continue to allow MSP to encroach into their red zone. Another scrum called here. The ball is in the hands of Ana Fue. I think Fue had quite a major injury last year, playing for Samoa against Tonga up at Waitakere Stadium in a World Cup qualifier. That obviously ended her 2020 season earlier than expected, but great to see her back on the field. Ball swing wide here. It's kicked ahead by Copeland. Lomani is an absolute threat on the right there, but the ball's gone too far and it's a touch. And the Ponies will have a line-out feed 5 metres out from their own line. MSP, while they're obviously pretty willing up front in that forward exchanges, their threats definitely look to be out wide, anywhere from number 12, Moana Solia, out to Tangoai, and then obviously that back 3 of Maxwell, Lomani and Copeland. The Ponies will definitely need to keep an eye on those players, especially when they go from the edge to edge. Ball's won there by Copeland. They're at the front of the lineup. Carried here by, looks like, Lavinia Lair, I think. Gosh, she is on an absolute rampage today. The Ponies, ball goes loose here, but Timopi educated right foot boot. That's a great clearance. Considering they were really under pressure there, and MSP were looking to steal that ball there. Once the ball was in the hands of Timopi, a good 30-metre clearance. Sees a wee bit of that pressure taken off the Ponies, and MSP will have a line out here about 32, 33 metres up from the Ponies line. Jane Bryce with the ball in hand. She goes to the back of the line out. The ball was won there by open side flanker Jada Timu. Here the MSP backs were going back there, and great pressure there on the contact. Marianne Collins looks to have won the ball. Not sure what that penalty is for. Ian Lang, oh, she says high. Unfortunately for Marianne, is about 4'3", so any tackle is going to be high. But we'll let that roll. But again, the Ponies, they're just allowing MSP to sort of park up on this side of the field and use those options to go wide to those threats that they have. So we're 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Great game of footy. For anyone out there obviously watching the game, great that you can tune into this, but if you get an opportunity to get out and watch this game live, be sure to do that. The Ponies will actually be here next week at home where they host Norths. So another match for the Petone faithful to look forward to when the women host the women from Norths next Saturday, 1st of May. Kick goes into touch. Bit of a nothing play there. Unfortunately for MSP, they had great position on the field there to really strike out wide, but the kick there went a wee bit too far for Lamani to regain, and the ball goes into touch. Petone will have the line out here about 30 up from their own line. Like I said earlier, not much wind today, so the kickers aren't really able to take advantage of any breeze too much. Great carry here from Malia. This is Maria Efraimo Laufe from the and once again, I think she was holding on there, unfortunately. Malia comes from the Laufe family, well-known rugby league family here in Wellington, especially out there at Randwick Kingfishers. I'm not sure if Malia is the daughter of Ralph, but definitely there's a connection there. MSP on attack here. Enough where the diminutive number 9 there takes the ball into contact. They're 10, 12 metres out, and Petone have turned the ball over here, and Lang has decided that MSP have once again infringed. Petone have a chance here to get themselves out of danger. Good. Bit of a mercy stop there for Heck, who had to, I think nature was calling, so he had to duck away for a minute or so, but he's back, and back and behind the camera. So great clearance there, and Petone will find themselves 35 out from their line again. MSP have been camped here for the last sort of 5-6 minutes, but haven't been able to pounce on the amount of ball that they've had. But we'll see how Alicia goes here with the throw. Early jump there from Cochrane. No ball there from Cochrane. Great save from Lavinia Lair. She is absolutely running amok today. Some willing and I really have to give credit to these MSP girls who are getting in the way of Lavinia. She's running some real purpose, and I've got to give them credit for getting in her way. But she's leaving a trail of bodies here on the number 1. And like I was saying earlier, great to see her back in the saddle. So once again, this match is being played here in the between the sort of the 10-metre line and the 22 here in the Petone half. MSP, as I said earlier, have been camped here for the last sort of 6, 7, 8 minutes. Got 3.5 minutes to play. Again, an uncontested scrum. Ball goes out to the right. It's gone here. It's carried into contact there by Tina Va'aua-Hamlin. We've got Anafu who's taking the ball. Their ball goes loose, but it's picked up there by Shane Copeland. Looking to secure the ball here. Some big boppers there in the midfield there for MSP. They'll look to utilise the girls in the middle there to carry and hopefully set set something up in the middle there to potentially go left or right. If I'm correct, that looks to be Malika Awulua. Jane Bryce here gets the ball even further wide to Chastity. Maxwell, great steal there from Tara Campbell, the youngster out of St Mary's College. Looking to secure the ball there. Looks like Paternity have got some big forwards there in midfield. Alicia looks to give the ball there to Alice Soper. We've got an injury at the moment, unfortunately, so play's been halted, and hopefully she's okay. I'm not sure who the player is that is down there, but she doesn't seem to be moving at the moment, so hopefully she's getting that due care. So when the game will resume, it looks like Petone will have the scrum, 25 out. It's actually Jean Solia-Gibb who took the knock there. She's sitting up, which is really good to see. She might have taken a knock there before the ball was transferred onto Jane Bryce, who shifted the ball out to Chastity Maxwell before the ball was turned over and the tackle there by Tara Campbell. I don't know what kind of operation Hacko Tool's running here, but he's all over the show. It's just me and the camera at the moment. So while we've got this break and play, it's be great to have a chat about some of our women that are here, either playing or here as support staff for their respective teams that have obviously played at the highest level. Like I said earlier, here on the MSP side, sideline, it looks to be Charlene Gubb who's running water there. So great to see Charlene here. Obviously the wife of Charlie Gubb, who obviously had a really distinguished career in the NRL, mainly for the Warriors, and also turned out for the Raiders. Headed to the UK, but is back home now. And I think, I may stand and be corrected, but I think is playing for the Hunters at the moment, after obviously having a year or two of union with MSP. So Charlene there is on the sideline there with the MSP woman. Great to see her giving back to the community game, especially here to grassroots footy and the MSP team. I think MSP have lost one of their former Black Ferns, Marcel Parks, down south, who's headed down and is now part of the Canterbury system. But obviously Monica Tangwai here, who played a hand in that earlier try, is running at centre today. So Jean Solia-Gibb, that knock looks to have forced her to come off the field. She'll be looked at. She's far so Jean Solia-Gibb will be looked at. Hopefully she'll be okay to go back on. She's pretty instrumental to the MSP setup, especially that tight five. So hopefully we'll see Jean be able to go on. Obviously a reputed netballer as well. And great to see her donning the rugby boots, are running out for the Red Machine. Ponies scrum here, about 25 out from their line, fed by Lawini Tana. And a pretty stacked left-hand side. Their ball goes out to Uluulu, who will use Marianne Collins on that ever-famous 1-2 cut. Not many committing to the ruck there, but Petone will look to use some of these big runners again in midfield. Ball's let go there, but carried by Alicia Print. Lavinia Lear looking hungry for the ball there. I hope Suttle even hungrier out wide. Ball turned over here. It's actually regained there by Hope Akupa. Great understanding of the rules here to release the ball on her feet and pick up the ball again. Kick ahead by Uluulu will bounce into touch. 5 metres inside the MSP half. So we're encroaching on half time here. We've got about a minute and 3/4 to play. Another really nice touch is seeing the female ball girls running the touch here. I think Ali's down there, and some of the other young girls there. Hopefully girls that we'll see in the next sort of 3-4 years on the field, especially here obviously at the village, running out in the saddle. MSP line out here. Jane Bryce will look to get that. Yeah, some bit of hot potato there, but won by the MSP team. Goes out to Solia there in the midfield. Sorry, that was Val Hamlin. And no advantage here. So no advantage here with a knock on by the Ponies at line out time there. So potentially we're into the last play of the half. The Ponies obviously started pretty slow. MSP deservedly scored 2 early tries and went up 10-0. Since then, the Ponies really dominated that sort of second stanza, and it really just has been sort of toing and froing the last sort of 10 minutes of this half. Both teams really willing, and the game's really sort of been played between the 22s. Inside ball there looks like Solia in midfield there carrying the ball, and she'll carry the ball there just beyond the halfway mark. Ana Fuea looks right to number 6. That looks to be Caitlin Peachy. Great fight there with the ball there. She'll just find her way 5 metres inside the half, and another penalty. Ian Lang. I don't know what's going on here. It's a quick tap there by Ana Fuea. She's an absolute menace and really dangerous with the ball in hand there. Looks to be Trisha Kalulu carrying the ball up there. It's all about 25 out from the Petone line. Ball will come out left. Number 7 there, Jada Timu. Melike Awalua there in support. Picked up here. They'll look to come wide again to Maxwell. Show and go there from Ana Fuea. Works her way up 15 metres out. MSP plenty of willing ball runners. Another penalty. Jane Bryce with a quick tap. She is inches from the try line. Petone looked to have finally boarded the ground. MSP will look to try and square the ledger here in this last sort of minute of play in the first half. They're within sort of 3-4 metres. Ana Fuea has options left and right. She goes right. Not sure who that was that had the ball. Another penalty. Bit concerning the penalty count here. Ball taken up by Kalulu. No, not on the mark. Pretty horrific, the penalty count at the moment. It must be about 15-5 in favour of MSP. But obviously you've just got to play it how they see it. This will be the last play of the half. MSP, good call there to take the scrum. Obviously Gary ball. And like I said earlier, some real threats out in the back line. Crowd here slowly building, which is awesome to see. Great to see the women get some great support for their game here, and obviously they'll still continue to come through the gates for the games to follow. Ball goes out here to Va'au Hamlin. Tangawai looks wide to Copeland. Copeland's got Lamani, and Lamani will score out wide. That's now 3 tries apiece. MSP got a 15, Ponies 17. Last play of the game. I don't think Hayna will have much more to do in this game. Unfortunately, looks like she'll be heading to the changing room. That might be her done her dash for the day, which is a shame. Looks like it's half time here, so with a kick to come, MSP will look to square the ledger here. Scores currently Petone Pony 17, MSP 15. Looks like a change of kicker here. Looks like Jane Bryce, who also kicks goals. It looks like she's been given the job after 2 early misses to fullback Shane Copeland. Is that Jane kicking now? Is Jane kicking now? Yeah, Jane Bryce, who's kicked some goals in her time. She struck it pretty well. It looks pretty good. It's just to the left of the post. So there we go. First half done and dusted. Petone Pony 17, MSP 15. Willing contest here. Like I said earlier, both teams looking for their first victories for the season. We knew it was going to be obviously touch and go with the result today, and great to see that obviously 40 minutes in, it's still up in the air and very much anyone's game. Good to see. She was lucky. Landed on me. Good to see Soraya Umanga Jensen here. Obviously not part of the Plain 22, but I think she's sort of easing her way back into footy. She's been very active on her Instagram, been all over the country. Airpoints will be running an absolute muck at the moment for Soraya, but hopefully she's here for a wee while and back in town for a wee bit, and we'll see her don the saddle sooner rather than later. Hope our corporate nation looks like nature's calling. Quick dash here into the grandstand. Shout out to Wings Lawina Maxoya here, who was touch and go for the Ponies bench today, but looks like she's had her way and has overridden Coach Fred Ferretti's call to have her sit on the reserves bench. So good to see Wings here running some water, keeping the girls hydrated. Really winning contest. Great to be here to see this live in the flesh. Heck, your thoughts on that first 40?
Yeah, some champagne rugby out there. I mean, probably MSP probably look better out wide. But the ball carrying from the Petone type forwards has been huge. I think Lucy Cochrane's been awesome. She's had a mortgage at that 2-ball in the lineouts. She's been busy. Plenty of carries and tackles. Still a bit bewildered by this golden oldie scrum situation. It's kind of takes away a really strong facet of footy the Ponies have. But yeah, they're looking good.
Unbelievable. I've got to be careful what I say here, but we've had an update. MSP have asked for uncontested scrums, which is a shame because it is an area that the women work hard at during the week to obviously use to strike from. But it is what it is. We've just got to obviously play it as we receive it.
Are you allowed to ask that the MSP wingers don't run real fast? I'd be asking the question.
Yeah, obviously what that means is obviously it takes away an advantage that we have, but it doesn't nullify the advantage that they have out wide. I've got to be careful, and we'll just see how we go. But look, hey, great game of footy so far. And we'll see how this second half pans out. But like I was saying, Simone Mata, welcome back to the village. Great to see him there. He'll don the jersey today for one of our reserve teams. So it looks like the second half is about to kick off here. MSP will be buoyed by that late try in the first half. We were able to close that margin from 17-10 to 17-15. But I think the Ponies have, finally been able to sort of get that understanding together. And obviously they were very excited earlier on, but I'm sure they're some of those older players will get the younger lots nice and close and remind them that they've definitely the better of the two sides at the moment, and hopefully can close out this match. Kalolo Apolina Rio takes the ball into contact there, taken the tackle by, I think, Alasopa. Once again, some great contact there in the middle there. Great carry here by, looks like, Jada Timu. And she'll take the ball to ground there. 10 metres inside her own half. Turnover here by Hakupa. Great work there. Gets the ball to a good mate, La Winitana. Looks to shift the ball wide. Matt Collins. I don't know where Ian Lang's seen that lock on from, but like I said, we'll just have to roll with it. But we're still happy, but hey, that's all right. That's what he looks forward to the whole weekend, Lang. So, scrum.
Yeah, phantom knock on into a uncontested scrum. So, great.
Oh, my gosh. That ball went backwards towards Jackson Street. Somehow Lang's found a knock on there, but that's all right. Anyway, thanks for tuning in again. Apologies again, like I said, commentary debut here, but we'll see how we go, and I'll try and give you a sort of a visual picture of what we've got happening in front of me. So that ball's come to the back here. Lang again, another penalty. This time to MSP, 8 metres inside their own half. They've surely got to go to the scrum here because it's guaranteed ball, and you read it. Probably won't see another line out for the rest of the day. But we'll keep trucking. Matt Collins definitely has moved into the midfield there, into her more familiar position of centre. So hopefully we'll be able to give Mac some quality ball, and we'll let her run wild today. Be good to see. Good young wingers outside here, so she'll be great for them. Great pressure there on Tangawai, taken and tackled there by Collins. Picked up here by Copeland, who looks right to Lomani. If Lomani gets space, it's all over. She beats one. She beats two. She'll look great tackle there by Hope Hakupa, who running that familiar flankers line to nullify the efforts there of Lomani. Carry up the middle here looks to be Jane Bryce in contact, and she struggles there to inside to Petone half. Enough it will look left and goes to Va'awa Hamlin. No, it's Tangawai, sorry. Carry here. Oh, great tackle there in the midfield. Who's that? Lavinia Lea on attack and on defence. Unbelievable. Afuia looks right. She goes out wide to Va'awa Hamlin, taken on the forward there by, who's that? Ulu. Here we go. Matt Collins up the guts. This is what she loves. This is what we paid to come and see. Ransom secures the ball there. Winitana will look to feed. It looks like Alicia Print. Great carry there by the hooker. Former second five. Winitana looking left and right again. She goes right to Maipi at first receiver. Is that Hope Sa'u or is it Lavinia Lea? Lavinia Lea. Oh my life. Look at her go. Just leaving an absolute trail of bodies. Ball to the back here. 20 metres out. Winitana. No, it's Maipi, sorry. She looks right. Is that Malia? Another try to the Ponies. And I'm just going to hopefully confirm here that is. We've got a player down in midfield. It looks to be Marianne Collins having a snooze in the middle of the field. I hope she's okay. Yeah, no, Mac will sit up. She first game of footy in a wee while, so she'll take her a wee while to get back into it. Good to see Soraya running on there, trying to offer a hand. Physio there sporting the jeans. What's going on, Soraya? And Lavinia's down. Big carry there from Lavinia. I don't have the stats here, but she must have carried at least 250 metres today. Brian Torlike. Lavinia Lea. If the Pride coaches aren't here today to watch, something's wrong. She's an absolute menace there. Pride have really struggled with some real abrasive forwards over the last few years, and definitely they've really got to get down here and look at Lavinia as an option. I know there's talk of her moving into the front row, and she's obviously built for that. So whether she moves into the front row or obviously remains at the back of the scrum, we'll wait and see. Kick here from Tamapi off the post and over. Great kick. Bailey And the Ponies extend their lead now to 24-15 with 4.5 minutes into the second half. Matt Collins, I think it's a knee there. So Soraya working her magic on a knee injury there. So I hope Mac will be able to get that stabilised and see out the remaining half hour or so in this match. Sup, Mills? Millie Mackey, we haven't. She was due back today, but a bit of miscommunication, I think, possibly with the Wellington Academy physios. Anyway, long story short, she's out for another week or so, unfortunately, but we can't wait to see her back on the field for the Ponies. Maybe at that 9, in that 9 jersey, but obviously La Winitana is doing a really good job as caretaker at the moment. Anyway, we're back into play. Shane Copeland from halfway she'll go deep. It'll be taken there by, looks like, Tara Campbell out of St Mary's College. Tara will take that into contact. Great to see Tara here at the club. Obviously, her father's a Huddle Boys man who's obviously had a bit to do with Upper Hutt as well, but good to see Tara see the light, head to the village. Great ball here. Hope Suttle here will look to carry in the absence of Leah, who's, look at Hope running. I tell you what, that 1-2 punch of Suttle and Leah is running an absolute muck. Ball there, they'll look to shift it. Sprint to midfield. Oh, not the best pass. Collins unable to bend down and knock on there by, looks like Malia Ferramo-Lafi, who's moved to the wing. Mason Henry and Ben Brooking join us in the commentary box. Kia ora. Looking forward to their match in a couple of hours' time when they take on the Wellington X-Men. Mason Henry, who'll be on the blindside flank at number 6, and Ben Brooking back to the familiar number 9 jersey that he donned for a number of years in our Colts team. 35 metres out from the Petonia line. MSP will look to strike here. 24-15, 9 points behind here. They'll need to be the next team to score because at the rate that Lavinia and Hope are going, there'll be some sore bodies in that MSP team. Oh, a bit of confusion at the back there. Ana Fuia taking the tackle by Winitana. Halfbacks having a go at each other there. The ball is at the back of the ruck there. That we carried ahead here by Meleka Wilua. Goes to the contact. Ball, loose ball again. Secure there by number 6, Caitlin Peachy. Pony's not committing to the ruck here. Looks like another advantage from Ian Lang, blowing his whistle with absolute gay abandon. We'll come back to the blindside here. Number 7 there, Jada Temu takes the ball into contact. She's been willing today. Beats the first tackle, beats the second tackle. Ball looks to be stolen there by Angel Wheeler. Lang again. Goodness me. He's seen an infringement there, but we'll play the scrum again, which is uncontested. Again, which MSP will feed. Again, which MSP will win. And they'll look to get the ball out wide to the threats in Lomani, in Copeland, and in Maxwell. Ten metres inside the Petone half here. Ball will come to the back of the line. Ana Fuia looks left. She'll look to feed Va'aua Hamlin, or it looks like it's actually Solia there at first receiver. Ball goes to ground again. Great pressure here from the Petone backline. Who's that ball secured by? Looks like Tara Campbell out wide. I think it might be... No, it's Efraimo Leafi. She'll play the ball. Pony's on attack here, 40 metres out. Once again, another blow of the whistle. MSP player down here. Real stop-start affair, but we've got to obviously look out for the health and the welfare of our players. Not sure who that player is that's on down on her haunches, but MSP physio run on and attend to her, and hopefully she'll be all right to take her place again in the MSP backline. We'll look at the Petone bench here. We've got Rioviana Tolialo on the bench, fresh reserve to cover the front row. Obviously, Jax Bartier-Ferretti is ready and willing and good to go. She'll be able to obviously cover the second row and the loose forward trio, so some real impact available there for the Ponies. Lawinda Masoy was listed, but she won't be playing today. Kitty Gronbeck is there with familiar dreads. She covers a loose forward as well. It'd be great to see Kitty introduced onto the field at some stage. Obviously, Mary Collins is on the field at the moment, and they had a seventh reserve who wasn't named up until this morning, so we don't have that info. Whether they have a seventh reserve, I'm not too sure. MSP player still being attended to is number 10, Tina Hamlin. Not too sure what looks to be the issue there. It might be a leg injury, so she might be getting a bit of tape applied to the leg to ensure that she's able to carry on. If you've just joined us partway through the stream here, or the delayed footage, I'll pass you on to Heck, who's just wanted to share some of his thoughts.
I've just come from the long room, and she's chocker in there. All the old boys are in there on the 5 for 20 Heineken, so if you're around, come down, get into it. Good sprinkling of old Axeman in there too. Keith Quinn is in the mix in there, so yeah, come down if you're around. Plenty of drink deals and that for everyone, so come down the long room and then the club rooms later tonight. Should be humming.
Keith Quinn is in the house, so from one commentator to another, hopefully I'll be able to catch up with them and chew the fat at some stage. Great to see some of our Premier players here. Have come in early to support the women. Looking pretty dapper in their dress shirts and ties and black slacks. Viola Hamlin looks to have been able to get onto her feet again. She actually got something wrong there with might be a blood nose actually. So hopefully she can stem the bleeding there and take her place. She's pretty integral to this MSP backline and MSP outfit overall. So hopefully she's doing okay and she'll be back out there to run the cutter. So before play, obviously stop there. We'll resume it with a Petone scrum, 5 metres inside the MSP half there. So they'll look to strike and potentially put this game to bed with still half an hour to play. Real stop-start affair. We're only 8 minutes into the second half, but it's we've had a couple of injuries, a couple of knocks, so hopefully we'll be able to see the game flow a wee bit better. But I'll tell you what, some of the contact out there, it's obviously no surprise that some of these ladies are taking a knee. Short ball there, into contact there, looked to be Barnett Puketapu, I think, who may, yep. Once again, another penalty to MSP from referee Ian Lang. Anafuia, quick tap there, looks to go wide. She comes out to Tangawai. Tangawai to look to commit and give it to Lomani. Lomani, they won't stop it from here. So it might be, yep, Kolora, Lomani, like I said earlier, former Norths player. An absolute flyer on the wing here. If she's given an inch, she'll take the length of the country. So she crashes over for try number 2. Closes that gap to 24-20. I'm going to say it. Absolute Mickey Mouse here with the scrums having gone to golden oldies. No contest there. And obviously you win the scrum feed, you win the ball. We're disadvantaged up front. There's no disadvantage out wide for their flyers, but it is what it is. I'm sure we'll have to look into it. But MSP have got some players in that front row who've been playing the game for a wee while now. So a real shame that contest has been taken out of it. Be interested to hear Alice Soper's thoughts. But obviously we'll have to wait till after this match. I'm not sure if that's Jane Bryce who's lining up the kick. She's taken the goal kicking duties away from Shane Copeland. And Jane Bryce will convert the try. Score now is 24-22 to the Ponies. Half an hour to play.
Yeah, the Ponies really need to get up early. A bit of line speed and shut down those MSP outsides. But yeah, the MSP forwards nice and rested. Haven't had to do any scrummaging. So it's really paying dividends out wide for them.
MSP top 5 fresh as daisies. Looking for a carry. All right, kick off here. Bailey Tamapi will have the ball on halfway. Hopefully we'll be able to make this a contestable ball for Lucy Cochrane. Lucy Cochrane, one of the shorter locks running around in club rugby at the moment. This will be lined up by Jane Bryce, who kicked the goal. She'll look to take that in the contract. Looks like we've got Kitty Gronbeck on the field, which is good to see. Kitty, who I think has spent some time with Wainui and Avalon, and great to see her here on the saddle. Afuia looks wide. She goes to... Wow, that ball's gone forward, but somehow Ian Leggs missed that. Monica Tangwai carrying the ball upfield here. She's an absolute threat. We'll probably prefer a bit more room, but she'll take the ball into contact. We've got a reserve on here for MSP, number 16, Bitia Ito. Lamani once again. Collins almost took the ball there. We've got here number 7. The ball is in Jada Timu's hands. Oh, she's gone right past Samaipi, and we'll score the try, and MSP will take the lead. A real concern here. A real concern. I'd had to go on about it. A real concern that the scrum issue at the moment, but you know, our girls just have to find a way to get out to that edge to try and stop the threats that are out there. Marianne looks to be a bit ginger on that knee at the moment. Hopefully she'll be right to see out the game. But MSP clearly have the advantage out wide. Kalora Lamani is running an absolute muck on the edge here. So if the Ponies can somehow try and stop that ball from getting out there, then they'll still be in with a hunt. But MSP have taken the lead. Currently 27-24 with 13 minutes played in the half. Jane Bryce lining up another conversion attempt. My money's on her to kick this one. Slightly right to left. Jane, what's going on? That ball went left, stayed left. So no change for the score. MSP 27, Petone Ponies 24. We're 13 and a half minutes into the first half. If I look into the distance here, the match has kicked off between Petone Reserve White, our third team, and Upper Hutt Reserves, Upper Hutt second team. So a big challenge here for the boys in blue, but had a confidence building first up win. They went down last week to Stokes, but hopefully they can get back on the right side of the ledger. Marianne's had more tape applied to that leg, Eugene Smith style. Soraya Munga Jensen, 3 rolls of tape down in that one strap. Here we go, great chase there from Lucy Cochran. Ball bounces to Jane Bryce, who's been in the game. She's let that bounce enough. We'll look to Jane Bryce will look to carry that into contact. Alicia Print looking to try and assist there and turn that ball over. MSP retain the ball. Somehow an advantage here. Lamani again gets outside Cochran. Oh, she's not going to get outside left. Probably the two best ball carriers we've seen today come into contact. Leah for Petone and Lamani for MSP. Leah stretching the hammies there. They've had a real workout, so no surprises there. Lang with another blow on that whistle. I'm getting sick of it. Some magic water there applied by Lawina Masoy onto the strapping calves there of Lavinia Leah. Scrum called here. No surprises. So MSP will have the scrum feed and win here. About 27, 28 metres out from their own line. Afuia will look to feed Va'aua Hamlin, who looks out to Moana Solia in midfield there. She skips in behind Tangwai. Va'aua Hamlin. Here's Lamani, who's found herself on the left wing. If she gets clear, she won't be stopped. Great tackle there. She sets the ball 5 metres inside the Petone half. Afuia, again, instrumental at the back of the scrum in the ruck today. Afuia, the Manu Samoa halfback. Petone looking to try and turn this ball over. The ball's in the hand, but somehow another offside picked up. Carry there by a fresh prop. Passed on to a fresh hooker. Oh, and a great tackle there by Collins. Nothing wrong with it. She was falling over. Lang's found another infringement, yet another one in the middle of the field there. Surely MSP will look to scrum. Might as well just tap and go. There'll be a scrum called here. I'll put my house on it.
Yeah, look for some fireworks at the scrum is. I think it could be a tight contest.
Yeah, you feel for the likes of Soper and Wheeler, two pride props who just can't get into their work today. This is effectively a bit of a massage for them. They're just leaning in, and it's a real shame that they can't go to work and utilise that scrumming ability. Loose ball here. So Maple will look to pick it up. She's able to regain the ball and carry 3, 4, 5 in the tackle. Goes to ground 6 metres inside the MSP half. MSP player playing the ball on the ground for all to see. For all to see. Scotty Mariner, surely have a word to your ref. Lang's missed everything all day. Still there. Petone, finally a Petone penalty. I don't know what that MSP player was up to, but she was lying all over that ball. The ball is in Sienna Lulu's hand. She'll look to find the touch here, and she won't quite find it. It's taken by MSP's fullback Copeland. They're going to run it from here. They want to get it out to Lomani. The ball goes loose, is it? No. Oh, no, it's carried there. That's gone forward. It's won by Petone. They've got an opportunity here to hopefully try and set something up here and strike from here. Woody Tana's got the ball. There are numbers out wide. If they go wide, there may be if we're more left, no, that's Barnett Puketapu, sorry. Cockerell will take it into contact. She'll set the ball up about 5-6 up from the line. Here's Lavinia, who's had an absolute barnstormer. Ball was ripped out by MSP. Play on, playing advantage. Cochrane goes wide. Barnett Puketapu, no, we've got here. Not sure what sort of operation Lang's running here, but he's found a knock on in there. $28 minutes, 18 minutes gone in the second half. The Ponies finally within strike of that MSP line, but unfortunately a knock on was spotted there by Ian Lang, our referee, and MSP will get the feed and the win here. Surely in this situation, you just got a quick tap because that's just pulling our girls in. And if they've got the advantage out wide, why can't we get an advantage up front if they don't want to have contestable scrums? For the life of me, I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, here we go. Play resumes. Carry here by Moana Solia. Is there a turnover here? Yep, it is. Ball is turned over. Carried by, I think that's Hope Suttle. The Ponies here on attack out. Here we go. Ball picked up by Angel Wheeler, the pride front row. She'll take that, carry that within 5-6 metres of the line. Winitana screaming at her troops to secure that ball. They're just going to pick and go. This is where they've got the advantage, and this is where they can show the advantage once again. Ian Lang. Great to see Leah Wheeler. Sorry, I forgot to mention her earlier. Leah Wheeler's also on the bench. A real menace with ball in hand. Some real great intimidation and some real mongrel that she'll bring to this Ponies pack. But unfortunately, as I alluded to earlier, you know, that's that ability to use your scrumming technique, your power, is just taken away by going to this uncontestable scrum. Something will need to be looked at here. Anyway, we've still got a contest. MSP up by 3 at the moment. 20 minutes to play. MSP are effectively under their sticks. I'm not sure what's going on here. Apologies for that. Technicality there. Great kick here from MSP. This ball is rolling to Jackson Street. It's going to end up on the beach. Great case here from Lamani. Now she has an opportunity to show some of her wares on defence. And another turnover. Yeah, these golden oldie scrums are not doing us any favours at all. MSP all of a sudden are able to tap quickly there, with our girls still retreating from a scrum that they couldn't even partake in. Ball stolen there by Ransom. She's picked it up. She's let it go. And MSP win a penalty. Yeah, I've no words. Absolutely no words. MSP tap and go here. Tangawai was looking interested. Looking for her first meat pie of the day.
I reckon they might have a scrum here.
Yeah, they'll have a scrum here. Once again, they'll bring in our 8 forwards who basically effectively have a rest. Unbelievable.
Just before we get underway, I'd just like to apologise for the filming today. I'm about 2 minutes behind the players.
Yeah, we'll have to review Hack's efforts today. This was taken into contact by Moana Solia, who has tackled 3 minutes short of the line. Carry here by, is that Jada Timu? I'm not too sure. Could be Caitlin Peachy. Lang has found his 100th penalty, and MSP 5 metres out. Quick tap here for a scrum. Surely you pull them in. Surely you scrum it. No, they're going to go quick tap. They go wide. Oh, Jada Timu. It's a try. Yeah, Ponies really lackluster in defence there. They needed to spot early that it wasn't going to be a scrum, and you really need to fan out and look out for that danger. But Timu just saw a yawning gap. He could have driven a bus through there. She crashes over. MSP go up 32-24. A real indictment on the game, that call by Lang to go to Golden Oldie scrum, so that's going to be the last I say today, obviously, about that. It's just ruined the spectacle, and I really feel for the Ponies forwards, or the Ponies team in general. Great try there for Jada Timu, number 7 there for MSP. I think the first of their forwards to score today, if I'm correct. Obviously, the threats have been out wide, and they've obviously utilised that to their credit. But great to see someone up in the engine room be rewarded for their efforts. So, try for Jada Timu. Jane Bryce lining up a conversion about 7-8 metres to the left of the uprights. This to push MSP out to 10 points. Bryce lines us up. Touch judges are happy. Flags go up. MSP 34, Petone 24. About 15 and a half to play. The Ponies will definitely need to be the next to score. It won't be a pushover, but they'll need to somehow find a way. So here we are back on halfway. We've got 15 to play. We're in the last quarter of the match. And like I said, the Ponies will need to be the next to strike. Jane Bryce will take this and go into contact. Matt Collins throwing all of her 95 kg into that tackle. Bryce was able to fight her way out of it. Leah Wheeler interested there for a turnover. Ball goes out wide. Great contact there by Hope Hakopa. Hopefully trying to seal that ball one-on-one. Hafu'e goes wide. Goes out to Caitlin Peachy, who's been willing today and very industrious. Is there a turnover there? No, MSP get enough to commit there. We've got another MSP player down. Play will continue. Trisha Kalolo, Apolina Real was down, and she's reaching at a hand there, I think. Anyway, play will work their way towards Shusha. Hopefully she's not in the way. Great defence there. That looked to be Ariana Ransom. Great tackle there by Ariana. Double blow of the whistle there to attend to the injury. Ariana brings some real physicality to this Ponies lineup, especially to this forward pack. Obviously, doesn't look out of place in the midfield as well, but in that number 6 jersey, she's been really feisty and physical today. Obviously, along with Lavinia Lau, Hope Sa'u, Alicia Print, Alice Hoper, and the like. Kalolo Apaluna Rio is still down, and hopefully she'll be nothing too serious. MSP have already lost a number of players today, and the ability to scrum too. But maybe half the
container.
Oh no, a full container, one
Yep.
container.
And
Then maybe it's half the
one.
yeah.
One for one, I
Yep.
found their 18 jersey. You've got it.
What?
It's all right.
Okay. All right. We've got a game that's due to kick off at 1. It's now 3 minutes to 1. Still 15 on the clock. I'm all about the welfare and the care of players. Whether we can move some of these players to the sideline just to help the flow of the game. Obviously not so much, obviously the games to follow, but it's just been a real stop-start affair, and the girls just want to play. Anyway, ball to the back of a scrum that's non-existent. We go to Va'ua Hamlin at first receiver there. She skips to Tangawai. Tangawai will look to get the ball even wider. Out to her, looks to be a replacement player for MSP on the wing there, who may be Tia Wright. Straight to ground there, that's MSP player. So Petone will have the opportunity here to hopefully find touch and work their way towards that MSP try line. So the deficit is 10 points at the moment. Is that Timapi who's kicked? She finds about 7 or 8 metres on that kick, and actually, no, I robbed her of a couple of metres. 10 metres on that kick, 10 metres in MSP, 10 metres in into MSP territory. The Ponies will have the ball at the line out here. Alicia Print hopefully will find Cochrane or Hakopa. She finds Cochrane at the front of the line out. Ball is secured, and Ian Lang, whistle happy, just does not want any flow in this game. MSP did not contest that ball. Cochrane won it. Quick tap here, yeah. Why not? Help yourself. Oh, gee. This is a tough one.
Getting set in front of the league scrum. MSP getting great ball off these league scrums, yes. He's really done them a favour, the ref.
MSP win and feed and win the scrum. Tangawai takes the ball into contact. She's been a menace today. If they get the ball to Lamani, it may be game over. No, they go even wider. Ball taken into contact there by Maxwell. No, we've got here a Shepherd. Ball taken by Alicia Print. Looking for the quick tap. Alice Hope are going to calm things down. No point scrumming here. You've just got to tap and go. Ulu will hopefully be able to
Have a contested scrum.
find some. Yep, she finds some ground here in the MSP half. We're 3-4 metres into the MSP half. Tony ball. Print has the ball in hand. Cochrane will look to win the ball here at the front. They instead go to Harcourt. A great win there. Lang lets us go, which is great to see. A bit of a stalemate here, but let's get the ball to the back there. Prince got the ball. She's looking blind. She's got Kitty in behind her. Leah Wheeler adding her frame to the this scrum is moving at a real rate now. Sorry, this maul, and another penalty to Petone. Kitty will look to take a quick tap, will she? Alice Soper, all that experience, just slowing the game down. We're just trying to inch their way to that trial and to try and close this gap before hopefully one last strike to take the game. Marianne Collins wants a kick. She finds territory about, I'm going to say 30 metres out from the MSP line. Alicia Print playing at hooker but got the number 3 jersey on. Alice Soper playing at tight head but got the hooker jersey on. Hope Hakupa looks interested here at the back of the line out. Great take. Secure the ball, goes to Winitana. Winitana will go out to Ulu. Ulu feeds Puketapu. Barnett Puketapu in midfield. Bailey to Maipi out wide. Opportunity here for Tara Campbell. She can secure it. Ball went backwards. Tara just fights to stay in field, which she's done really well. MSP finally getting some numbers into contact there. Ball will come back to Winitana. Winitana will look to feed a couple of winning runners there. Ball's carried here by Ariana Ransom. She goes to ground. Inside the 40 now. Winitana goes wide. Angel Wheeler. Great carry here from the captain. She goes to ground about 30 out. MSP looking to try and steal that ball. Throwing the dummy there. Here's Kitty. Grombeck, great carry there from the dreaded one. Another Petone. I think time is really of the essence here. They may need to just tap and go. Good talks. Midfield scrum here for Petone, attacking scrum. 35 out from the MSP line. As I look to the left here, Bailey Tamaipi will have the likes of Sieni Ulu and Marianne Collins out to the left, or she could go right. We've got Barnett Puketapu, Tara Campbell, and Ephraim Oleafe. So threats left and right for the Ponies. A feed and a win in the scrum. Great field position here. They come left. Ulu's got Matt Collins. If she goes one-on-one, it's all over. She goes into contact. Collins there to secure the ruck there. Winitana gives the ball to Kitty. Grombeck, she goes left. Back to Winitana. She looks to feed to Maipi, who goes extra wide to Soper. Short border, Alicia Print. Alicia carries the ball. Great carry there. Can she go all the way? She'll be brought down about 15 metres out. Great support play there by Hope Hakupa. They'll play the ball here. Winitana goes right. Tim Maipi goes extra wide. If they give it, Leah Wheeler will give it. Again, the Ponies have got to be in here. Is that Leafe? Ephraim Leafe, I think that is. Malia Ephraim Leafe, the youngster, crashes over for a try to close the gap. 34-29. How good. Hey, bro, you're good.
Yeah, how are you? Gutted that we got defaulted to again.
I saw that.
3 weeks in a row.
Is it Warriors or PK?
PK.
How are you?
Hey, don't get it, eh?
Could you?
Third week in a row, yeah.
It's only
Could you not have played the team PK or Warriors? Who was?
the OBU. We tried to get a go with them, but they said no. It sounds like they're going to make it into it's one division. Next week. Yeah, have to because that's 4 to 2. It's not what it used to be.
No, you're right. Lining up the kick here, Bailey to Maipi. The difference is 5 points. We've got 7 to play. We've got Rioviana Lelenga Taulialo on the field now. She'll be good for 7 minutes. Hopefully see out the game. Unfortunately, Alicia Print after that carry will come off with a bit of a ding.
With 7 to play years and non-contested scrums, do the Ponies have any backs they could throw in the front row just to wind up this last 7?
Well, that's what I've been looking at. Was really if obviously, unfortunately, with no role there for the props, do you get your jacks and do you get your other backs on there? Because that's obviously the game that MSP are wanting to play today, and take that out of the game. But look, it is what it is. The Ponies have closed the gap. Current score is MSP 34, Petone Ponies 29, 73:53 on the clock. We're running behind because game was meant to have kicked off 5 minutes ago, but Petone and Towers Colts. We've had a few injuries in this game, so it's gone a wee bit over time. But hey, look, buckle yourselves in for the last 6 minutes, and hopefully the Ponies can get back down the other end of the field, square the leisure, and potentially go ahead. This ball's gone long, really long, and what a great kick. A bit of miscommunication there between, I think maybe, is it Haukopa out there with Ifure Moleafe.
Yes, there you go.
What margin did I say it was? 18. New hooker, Alice Soper. It's a luxury that we have, obviously, with Prince, Soper, and Sa'u, who are all obviously traditional hookers and are able to throw into the line out should we lose one of them. Here's Raureana, the Lenga Taulealo's been looking forward to this carry all week. Taulealo, and she carries that almost up to the 22. They look to be really short out wide. Surely there needs to be a bit more communication out wide here because they're really short up this way. We'll see if the ball can be shifted. It looks like it's going to be shifted. Here we go. Here's an opportunity here. Tara Campbell gets inside Lamani there on the tackle. Secured by Tanguai. She needs to fight to go to ground, Tara. She does get to ground. Is that ball secure? Oh my gosh. She was 3.5 days offside, that MSP player, but thankfully Ian Lang saw that. He pulls it up. We get the infringement. The MSP have infringed, sorry. 15 metres inside the Petone half. So might be looking for the quick tap. Time is running low. Alice Soper from the Esperard. Up the guts. Beats 3 or 4. Ball will come to the back here. Winitana will look to feed to Mapey. They're looking really, really interested out wide. Can they get that ball through the hands? Hakopa finds herself in midfield. She's got to shift it. Get it back inside. Taulealo with another carry. Oh, she's earned her hot dog today, Riaviana. The ball comes to the back. Winitana will come back to the left. Again, another offside player, but Lang's got the goggles on. Ariana Ransom goes to the ground. Oh, my goodness. Quick tap here. Jane Bryce up the guts. If she's not stopped here, she may go all the way. Great tackle there. Who was that? Sieni Ululu. I don't know what this penalty is for. Oh, my gosh. I'll give up. Oh, my gosh. David Walsh sorted out. Quick tap here. Bailey Tamapi's got to put her body on the line here, or it could be a try. This is unbelievable. I have no words here. There'll be an email got to David Walsh tomorrow morning. There's an email gone to David Walsh after this game. Kudos to MSP on their win today. They're up by 39-29. You just gotta obviously however the game is officiated, you just roll with that. So credit to the Red Machine. Looks like this might be full time after this kick. Jane Bryce hoping to push the score out to 41-29. Well done to the Ponies. Tried valiantly in this game. Unfortunately, the cards didn't quite go their way with some of the calls. But yeah, like I said, you really just got to roll with the punches. Lang has called full time. Full time here at Petone Rec number 1, MSP Women 41, Petone Ponies 29. Well done to both teams, and great career, ref. Thanks for giving what you've done to Wellington Rugby, and hopefully we won't see you again. Unbelievable.
What was that one? What's that signal? Here, Ponies. On we had the ball.
What do you mean?
On the one over here when he went like this or something.
I
don't know.
Was it a penalty?
We had the ball and then he gave a penalty to them.
He's missing the Jane.
Steve's holding down.